He's touching his dick.
Oh goodness gracious!
Yeah.
That's very aggressive.
Right here, baby. Right here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I didn't know you. I heard the record button snap, but I didn't.
It's going.
Yeah. All right. Just hold it up to the camera, bro, so they don't think I'm a fucking idiot. You know.
Yeah. So welcome to Quest. Just talking about all this stuff. Okay, so this is my friend Joe.
What's going on?
Joseph, and this is Daniel. I will, I guess, link some
Can I see that record?
social media things down below. But you guys wanted to talk about sports.
Bro, she's looking straight at his fucking. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
70s movie.
I love it.
So you know what's really interesting about blaxploitation movies is the fact that they were predominantly produced to direct towards specific audiences of people.
Yeah.
For the same reason, like kung fu movies were directed towards people, because at the time, movies were something that you could just stop by a cinema, pay a couple of bucks
who
for.
were kung fu movies directed at?
People that were gonna, people that could afford to watch movies that
White
had
people.
subtitles. Kung fu movies were not for white people.
Dude,
Kung
come
Fu
on,
movies
bro.
were for the fucking, like the Wu-Tang Clan. Like the reason wasn't this whole thing with Rogan on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, if my parents had a quarter, the first movie I saw was 36 Chambers of Shaolin.
Okay.
And he's like, that should change my life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's
But he's
cheap
like-
entertainment.
You know, if you only had a quarter, I'm like, only a quarter to go see a movie? But that was a big deal.
Yeah.
It's cheap entertainment, and to me, that's the same thing as like Instagram is for kids nowadays, where it's free, and YouTube, same thing. It's free, and they can get whatever they want whenever they want it, and that's what they're doing. Because it's not like kids have like disposable income, and like parents are really giving out allowances. Most parents control like exactly the amount of stuff that they buy their kids. They don't give kids their autonomy to do stuff.
Right, but every kid like has a phone these days.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
Access to like
Which is
an
purchased
iPad,
by most of their parents.
computer.
Yeah.
You know.
Like,
So
I don't know, like growing up, I don't know. I don't think I had an allowance, but I had a grandpa fund. For like, I'd go see my grandfather. He'd be like, here's $10.
Yeah.
Or like, here's $20. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna last me like a couple weeks.
exactly
Like-
when you're a kid.
And then as I got older, that grandpa fund went to like buying illicit means of like different things.
Yeah.
Weed and
Yeah.
buying spray paint that I shouldn't have been buying.
Yeah.
All that fun stuff. And it's like, that was, my parents didn't give me fucking jack shit.
Yeah.
I forgot you used to do a lot of graffiti.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I should.
You still got the hang of it?
Well, can control's probably pretty shitty, but like
You're what? You're
the
Can
can control.
Oh.
Yeah, so like being able to go like in a straight line, so it's not like all over the
Okay.
place. Like my boy still does it out in Colorado. Hits like if you go on the fucking 70 bridge, there's probably not a underpass and like a bridge that doesn't have like
his markings.
yeah.
Is
Like,
that close
if
to
it doesn't
Denver?
say modest, then like there's something wrong.
Mm.
And he's like the only dude that's hitting up everything all the time.
Damn.
But like, cause we all got started in like 14, 15, not that good. But then a lot of us kind of got better. And like I was in more of the artistic aspect. And I had a bunch of friends that got arrested and like went to jail for all that shit. And I was like, I'm good. Like a fucking story is like,
You ain't down with the lifestyle, fool.
nah, dude, I was not. Like I enjoyed like the whole like aspect of it, the culture of it, the fucking artistic aspect of it. But we used to go hit up like the junior college warehouse all the time, and then just like fucking get ink pens right and all that shit. They got caught up one day, and they'd racked up a grand total of like 12,000, 10,000. I think I had like 10,000 in damages towards my name. And so they're like, hey, we see this guy's name with you guys. Like, who's that? They're like, oh, it's just this guy we meet up with. And like, they had to pay a fuckload of money.
So you just were trying to.
Oh no, dude, I was at football practice. Like,
Man.
like I had to go and like, so they dipped out, went to go paint, and then I went to go practice, and then they got caught up, and I was like, oh shit. And my dad, like, when he found out, he beat the shit out of me.
Well,
Also,
I mean,
yeah, my
there's a
dad
lot
being
of
a cop,
reasons.
but, like-
yeah.
So like,
That makes a
totally
really
went through
big
'em.
impression on the whole situation.
But I mean, that led him to like being like, hey, you can have these 4'10", like board or 4x8 boards, in the backyard, and I used to just paint back there because I like painting. And then also kind of I got lightweight high off it, but it's not a fun high.
Yeah.
You just get super like lightheaded and your head hurts.
Yeah, it's different. It's a character building high.
Yeah, no, but I used to. Yeah, I mean, I still enjoy that shit.
Yeah.
But I don't do it anymore. But like, it's funny. Like, I'll drive on freeways and like, oh, that's some toy ass shit. That's like that's terrible. And like, and then you see guys that like, you see lines, you see different things. They're like, oh no, like I took his time.
I remember the first time I took you to Venice Beach. The first time you went there.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
And I showed you all the graffiti that was on the beach.
There. Yeah, some of it was cool. Some of it kind of sucked. And then we talked to that homeless guy.
Yeah, that's...
about fucking space and time travel.
Was his name Dave?
I don't know. He's like this Filipino cat. He's like looking for a cigarette. He's like, "You guys got one?" We're like, "Nah, man." He's like, "Oh, cool." And he's just had his blanket. He was just like chilling. And Henry, being Henry, fucking will talk to the crazies of the crazies.
I talked to a lot of people.
Had no desire, and like we had him talking about like God and exponential like travel and all this other crazy shit. We're like, "Hey man, we gotta go." He's like, "Oh, cool. Thanks for talking to me." We're like, "Yeah, man."
People appreciate it when you have a conversation with them.
He reminded you of like Cheech and Chong, but Chong.
Maybe.
A little bit.
I mean, I think he was a little more his own type of homeless.
Okay.
He was definitely a Chong though.
Yeah. Okay. For sure.
Like that shit was crazy though.
Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting people.
How much is like a can of paint back in the day?
Yeah.
If we stole it, then it was free. But
which adds to the lifestyle, dude. All right.
Like, you could get some super cheap paint at like $3.99 to $4.99 from Osh, and like before they used to didn't like have it locked up, and then they started locking all that shit up.
That makes sense.
But like good paint by like Montana would be like $8.99, Iron Lex $6.99, and then you had like some like somewhat off brands that you can kind of get, and like there's a couple of different head shops that would sell to us like if you were underage.
Yeah.
And then I got to the point I like, and me get like I had a job, so I was like, yo, fool, let me get like fucking 8 cans. They'd be like, alright, cool. After like a year and a half of painting the backyard, and, like some bridges, we went to go recycle all these cans, because they were doing like a disposable waste for like paint. And like we're going, and I had like 2 giant ass black garbage bags full of spray paint like cans over like a year and a half.
Damn.
Fucking dude's like, he's like, oh, what do you got? I was like, oh, I got a lot of cans. He's like, alright, cool. You know, didn't think there'd be that many. Thought it was like more like gallons. Like his head, like, like
it's like you just.
He's like, damn fool, what you guys been doing? I was like, over a year and a half, like I just racked it up, like we used to throw it away. So I was like, here you go, and he was just like.
Did you guys get money back for that, or like?
No,
it's not. It was
just for the city.
Just like proper disposal.
Yo, when you buy like a water bottle or soda, do they not add like a 10-cent tax to it?
Probably.
When you buy it.
I think it's 5 cents in California.
Right. So
I think, what's it called? I think it's Maine. Maine is the one they charge a 10% or 10 cent.
10 cent, right? So like when you go, say you collect cans, you're gonna turn it in. You're just getting that money, right? It's like it's not like
yeah.
It's crazy, bro. I was like, damn. It's not.
It's a really interesting program. I actually don't know much about it. I imagine it came out in probably the 70s. Because I know that like Nixon had put in place a couple of environmental protections into the government. I believe the EPA is a Nixon administration.
Was he trying to be like Teddy Roosevelt, man, or what?
I think that's what the inspiration was for the most part, because Teddy Roosevelt, the conservative like movement has a lot to do with conservation, which is really kind of the opposite of what you think of now because of all the global warming.
Trump's like, hey, the Yellowstone National Park, yeah, we're gonna privatize that shit. It was like,
I doubt it.
No, we shouldn't. Yeah. Like, we're gonna build land on it. It's like, no, man, let's kind of keep it. Like,
yeah, I think the focus has less been put on conservation and more been put on economic growth, which I can't argue that economic growth is really a beneficial thing, but I think that the idea of conservation is incredibly valuable, especially when we have so much capital and so much great ideas that can be discovered from just pure innovation. Just regular old. There's a problem that needs to be solved, and we have a motivation to solve it. So let's put some good heads together and pay them to do it.
What's like it's funny is, like you can kind of think like conservation, hunting, is 2 different things, but they're the exact same thing. Like the money that gets put in for the lotto for men to go hunt or women, whoever. People to go hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Like all that goes back to like national parks.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with like fishing. Your licenses all goes back to like conservation.
Yeah.
Because you're paying X amount of dollars for a tag, you may not even get that tag. All that goes back. It's like when you go to Africa, and they go do these private hunting events.
Mm-hmm.
All that money goes to like, because it's all like a fenced in, like a large scale fenced in operation, and the reason why you could see those beautiful animals is because it's fenced in. You have people that are guarding it. Yeah, you can shoot something, and maybe it's like, you know, you have to shoot this elephant. Well, it's going to be $100,000 for a tag. Great. Like, this is an elephant that's either old and it's messing up like villages, or, you know, going after like other young like
there's some kind of
bulls.
Conservationist reason why.
Yeah, no, there's always a reason, and like, or like to prevent like poaching, or else you would have nothing. So without them having a fenced-in area, more specifically like in Africa, and then having one or two people go hunt these things, yeah, you want to go see something that's probably not going to come back, or you don't really have to stalk or do anything. You take all the game out of it. Yeah, whatever, but they're still getting $100,000 to help everything else.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's like your pros and your cons.
Yeah, I think that it's important to preserve wildlife, and I think hunting is part of something that we should probably take part in more, just because of the way that it not only impacts the environment and how it can keep population control under.
You mean like take part as in actually putting minds together to think how we could do this efficiently?
Yeah,
and
exactly. And have a real
more
economic
people need to go
motivation.
hunt, but it's like more people need to put conscious thought into like what are the pros and cons, the risk and the fucking the results of like after, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you can look at like Texas and Florida. Two different problems, but like both need to be addressed. Like the wild pig population in Texas is ridiculous.
Really?
Like there's a video called like Pigpocalypse, where they're shooting with like AR-15s, just massive amount of hog colonies out of a helicopter, or using a minigun just blasting all these things. Yeah, it's kind of like disturbing.
That would be kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
They're treated as like a pest because there's so much, and they destroy ground nesting birds and property and everything else. Yeah. And like, there's nothing predatory to like devour these pigs, so they just grow. Yeah. And then you go to Florida, and it's like people have like left anacondas and fucking these big ass snakes and things that shouldn't be in the Everglades. And like now the Everglades, there's no like birds anymore, or certain birds, rabbits, things like that, because they're getting eaten up by all these like invasive species.
Yeah.
There's like a kill on site for, I think, because there's been signs of Nile crocodiles, because people buy stuff, and it's Florida.
It's the same as the hippo problem in Colombia.
Yeah, dude, it's all like
it's the same kind of concept where it's just like,
bring in shit.
Oh yeah, I have the money to do this, so I'm gonna get these hippos and bring them to a perfect environment where they have no natural predators. Sounds like a great idea.
Hippos don't really have natural predators, anyways.
They do. Lions.
Lions don't go after hippos.
Yes, they do. In Africa, they do.
Show me a video of a hippo going after her.
I don't have to. I was gonna say, I know you're gonna look it up.
I ain't never seen no.
Hippos have natural predators.
What do you think would happen if you give a hippo Colombian cocaine?
I'm sure somebody's has the answer to that question.
That cartel definitely gave.
I was about to say,
right?
I would not be surprised if the answer to that question is a couple of clicks away.
In the front yard and just like,
oh my god,
oh man,
that'd be a mess.
Pablo's like, yeah, I'm bored. Get that hippo over here.
Or just a leaf bush.
No, just a bush. He probably threw a brick in the fucking hippo.
Oh my god.
You know?
Yeah, there's so many things you could do, and that'd definitely be animal abuse without a doubt.
Well, there's no laws in Colombia for that.
I'm sure there are.
I don't doubt it.
Ooh, here we go.
All right.
God damn it, you're right.
I was about to say, Africa is a wonderful place.
Contrary to most belief, lions may even kill an adult hippo.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Henry is right.
Go fuck yourself. They've grown in taste for the hippo meat. Some have been called hippo killers. But like, dude, a hippo if it's in the water, there's absolutely no way a lion's ever gonna like.
A lion's not trying to go in the water and kill a hippo. A lion wants to take a hippo on its turf.
I mean, maybe a jaguar, like if Have you ever seen those videos or like on Instagram? It's like a jaguar, and it's like going after like a fish, and just like the intensity of its face and like the fucking claws.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crazy.
Huh. You can't hold a pack like that, bro.
Yeah.
Do I have to hold it like
right
this?
way.
What are you, a
Yes.
fucking millennial hipster?
It's super lightweight. It flips around.
Yeah, but it's not a cigarette.
Ooh, here's another answer. No,
like
not
cigar.
really. They have 2-inch thick
not.
skin.
That's fascinating. I can imagine. Well, I can imagine a hippo being a very good source of protein. I'll say that. So I can see why.
Ooh, just like my meal today, boy.
Exactly.
Man.
Oh, it's like what I was telling you about. We were talking about Africa on Sunday, and how there's a bunch of countries in Africa that have the highest youth population.
I mean, you can just stop that sentence. There's a bunch of countries in Africa.
Africa has some of the highest youth populations on the planet. I think it's like, what was that? I was watching a lecture on Yale about Africa.
You mean they'll put me to sleep? Yeah.
Hey, look, I'd rather watch that than play a video game.
You know what movie put me to sleep? March of the Penguins.
I can second that one.
Fuck, man. It was like this. I was having a sleepover. I forget how old I was when that shit came out. My friend came over and spent the night. My mom like went to the video store and rented some movies for us, and she put on March of the Penguins, and we're both like,
Never read about.
"You want to go home? Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
This is retarded, bro." Like,
Oh man, I remember. I fell asleep.
and Morgan Freeman was narrating it, so it was like,
Talk about a voice.
And the mantra. I don't really have a good Morgan
Yeah, he
Freeman.
was trying to get me
That
to
was
do an
close, that was
impression.
close.
I can't do a
I see it.
very good impression of Morgan Freeman. Dang, there's so many youth in Africa that it's gonna change when they get a hold of the internet and they start becoming of age.
someone should try to pioneer that shit out there.
Yeah, I really think
I
that.
wonder who's doing it.
I don't know. I really think somebody needs to go out there and invest in those youth.
Yeah, you know who's doing it? All
Facebook.
those- No, I was gonna say all the fucking dudes that are getting child soldiers.
Yeah.
Like Coney. Like yeah, he's
Well,
taking
okay.
full. Well, I mean he's probably dead, but like
I would
all
argue
those.
that is not the best use for those youth people. I think what would be better would be to provide jobs, education, housing, opportunities
No.
to increase your economic.
I hear it.
Oh my goodness!
Giving me nightmares, bro.
After being perched atop their mother's feet for hours and days, like a child learning to dance.
A little Morgan Freeman.
Oh wait, let me.
I
Get
remember
my,
this scene.
His first steps alone.
Dude, like if this is like
This is like
Tringle music, like
Yeah.
meditate, like I'm
for
gonna
real,
fall
bro. Like, what is it?
Is March of the Penguins a Disney film?
white noise music?
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Is it Disney?
I don't know. Why are you trying to stream it on Disney Plus? You fuck.
Well, no, I'm curious because I'm thinking Disney has done so many like nature documentaries like that. They have like National Geographic and all that kind of stuff. Disney also has just as much access as like a lot of like those BBC documentaries. Like
Isn't the Simpsons on Disney
Yeah.
Plus?
Yeah, it
We
is.
were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Like, a boy literally got a jets for The Simpsons.
Yeah, he
So,
literally was just only watching The Simpsons, and I was like, dude, you know, there's like old Disney Channel movies on there. He's like,
Oh yeah.
oh what?
I was watching Dizu Samaro, and they're like going over like all the racist names, or like, and it's like
which
Oh, on the Disney,
These-
I
these
can
are
only
Samaro?
imagine.
What is that?
it's like one of this like two friends, and they just like
Yeah, they're
watch
from the BX.
watch social
The
media.
Bronx.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. You know.
It started.
neighborhood terms.
It started on Vice, and then they got picked up by Showtime.
Okay.
So like now it's like pretty rated.
Now they're just talking about racist things.
Yeah.
They're pretty funny. They're
funny, yeah.
they're really they're classic New York personalities,
like-
and I'm glad they
It's
exist.
kind of like Tosh Point oh meets the Soup, and then it's like
It's
now
like Dominican dude and Jamaican dude.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's got more flair to it.
All right. So like, there's a lot of racism within Disney. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of fucked up shit. Like,
Yeah.
I was
It
about
was
to say,
it was like
it's Walt Disney.
it was
Dude.
like The Color of Friendship, and it was like this white chick and this South African like apartheid woman who like,
Like an
transfer
Afrikaans
student.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I remember watching that movie too, bro.
Oh my goodness.
And then there was like Double Team. It was like two blonde white chicks playing basketball together, and it's like Double Team.
That's hilarious.
We know what this means.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, those actresses were probably 18.
Now.
No, like back then.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
don't know. They probably were.
Or
Disney.
like,
They were pumping out actors like crazy. Like I remember Do you remember like listening to Radio Disney, especially like what is it out here in LA? AM
Nah, bro.
1110.
Nope.
Okay, they were always pushing
I was
these
listening to the
competitions.
Space Jam CD. It was fucking lit.
Solid.
Dude, it
I
was such a good
believe
CD.
I can fly.
Oh. Anyway, R. Kelly.
Yeah.
But I remember listening, and they were always holding competitions for people to fly out to LA and have an opportunity, have a shot, and all that kind of stuff. That was always like their main thing. It's like, because this is where all of their media factory was going on. So they would take kids from all over the country and pump them through their Disney machine, like Hannah Montana, Demi Lovato. Like a lot of these famous people now came through that machine.
Yeah, man. They've all worked out real well.
Yeah, that machine spits out heroin addicts.
junkies.
I would argue that what's his name from The Notebook is
What?
doing just fine.
Who? Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling is a Disney kid.
But he also was in Remember the Titans, bro. Like,
That does not make him any less of a good. And Remember the Titans
What
is a
Disney-
Disney movie.
Sunflower.
really?
What they
I'm
call it?
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah,
But no, he wasn't Sunshine.
no, he wasn't Sunshine.
He wasn't Sunshine.
He was the
another-
other dude.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
He was the DB who couldn't cover
watch your feet,
anyone.
watch
Yeah,
your feet.
yeah.
I got a plug here.
Yeah.
That's right.
But
Okay, yeah, but he went into like major movies and became like, he wasn't like one of these fucking chicks that just goes off
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
hey, look, if
He's
you're gonna
he's
have a
talented.
machine,
Like, yeah, his fame came over a gradual time.
Yeah.
if you're gonna have a machine, a handful of girls over the past couple of years is a margin of error.
I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying they didn't. I'm saying some of those girls probably got diddled by somebody.
And we'll probably find out about it.
I mean, why do you think so many of these fucking chicks do drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
A lot of
that's
pain.
there's a lot of shit you had to
we
do.
need more female voices on this podcast.
I mean, shit, they might have to make their way on the show. You know what I'm
I
saying?
have a couple of friends that I would like to invite.
Yeah, I mean, I can only speak from one
You know
perspective.
what I'm saying?
I was about to say because like
I'm
I
saying
know
we're,
that
we're having trials,
You're
bro.
probably right. Well, I don't know.
Like casting couch trials?
Thank you, bro. I was like, catch my drift, dude. But it's all a fucking joke. But
Yeah, it's a joke.
No, just because like those. Alright, so those guys, there was a couple guys who were doing like real casting couch stuff that like got sentenced to prison
Yeah, that makes plenty of sense.
like recently.
Yeah, because
The
whole premise.
All right, so like I was just, it was like I think it was like Burt Kreischer's podcast. They were talking about it and like how so dumb these fucking girls were. Like, oh hey, it's a modeling gig. Okay, they get there. Okay, I'm about to zip my pants. Hey, so I just want to see how you suck my dick. But they're like, oh no. Okay, it's only gonna be seen, in other countries.
Like I said, the whole
Okay,
premise.
cool. And they start going for it. But if, it was going to be shown here, that's what makes the difference.
yeah.
That's
you
my
know,
point.
And if you're on the phone and they're like, well, if you don't want to do this, then you owe us money. Cool. I mean, it's bullshit. I mean, there's nothing obligated that you have to pay these people.
Yeah.
Like, there had to be a bunch of girls who were like, no. And just, like, walked away. But then those other girls were like, well, 5Gs is 5Gs.
Yeah.
And then...
And that's the thing. Is
it totally
it's about
gross?
the
Is it a
economics.
terrible thing? Like,
It's about the
Yeah.
economics
Yeah, no,
and whether or
100%.
not you believe that
Pretty
people at
wretched.
18 should be able to make decisions for themselves.
It's pretty wretched, bro.
That's kind of really all it is. That's all you can put it down to. Because I'm sure that there's 20 and 30-year-old people that have done that as well. And been
I mean,
in a tough
I've seen a
spot.
lot of those videos. Yeah, 100%.
I'm not going to deny either.
Alright, so back to Disney,
I
guys.
was about to say, like, how far down this rabbit hole shall we go?
Yeah.
So we got some hand sanitizer over there, you know? if you're
Yeah,
feeling
no.
very-
Get to hop on that Puro.
That is not something I'd want to use. Like, what if you put that on to use it, and then it started burning, and you're like, man, how dirty is my junk?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I feel like the only way that might happen is if it was like it
was an accident.
It was dark and it was like
Oh.
you kept them next to each other like that Lubriderm.
Yeah.
Put it next to Pearl, bro.
I mean, it's sitting there, you hit the wrong one, you're getting ready, you're like, oh, Jesus!
Yeah. Dude,
Well,
that sucked.
at least it's sanitized.
I mean, shit. Soap in your Anyway, we're just gonna keep moving on.
Oh, man.
So
The Disney
I
machine.
see you cleaned your room a bit, bro.
Yeah, no, I had to.
It was horrendous when I got it.
Yeah, he was here while I was cleaning my room.
Nice.
Cause I can't have a messy room. I changed my sheets.
Oh yeah, so at the point, bro, Hop Daddy, they do a beer and a shot pairing for like $8.
Didn't you have like a beer and a shot?
I did, yeah.
Dude.
After getting my ass kicked at fucking Manhattan Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went into the bar across the street.
Sharkies or?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Right next to the pier? There was something like...
No, not right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
well there's one right next to the pier.
Yeah. You went surfing next to the pier?
Yeah.
Fucking kook. I'm kidding, dude.
It's all good.
No, I'm just messing.
He's tourist.
Yeah.
He's just visiting.
He's a qualified kook.
Yeah.
For the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But went in, told the guy, hey, let me get a shot, a beer, and a water. It's 11:30. It's been a long day. He's like, all right, I can see that. He looks outside. Yeah, oh yeah, no, you definitely need
He looks at the way. He's like,
it was a fucking rough day.
Yeah.
How much was a shot in the beer?
I walked out paying like $12.
Yeah, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
Beachfront prices.
Over here, bro, it was 18 ounces. And then, so I got the Paul. It's a shot of Jameson. A pretty generous shot. And then their stout that's on draft, like to see, it was a pecan and peanut butter stout. That shit was probably one of the best stouts I've ever had, dude. And I don't like Jameson, but I just took the shot and then like chased it with the beer, and it was like just perfect, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was right after I had a dank salad at the sushi place.
So you were literally just
hopping
around.
Yeah, a roll of sushi, 4 oysters, and then a little chicken katsu happy hour.
Oh my goodness.
And then I went over to the burger joint, like it's me and my friend were eating, and I got the grass fed Kobe beef burger. This fool got sage, honey, and sweet potato fries. A little spicy, bro. And like it just creeps on you, bro. It's so freaking good. And like it comes in like a metal bowl that like you toss the honey in, and like dude. Yeah, dude.
Don't tell me of a good time.
Which is why when you offered me sweet potato fries, I was like, if you only knew, bro.
Oh my goodness.
And so we killed that. I mean, I killed my burger, and then we split the fries, and then he's like, I'm gonna get another Paul, which is another shot and another 18 ounce. I'm like, you're crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm pretty buzzed. But I'm gonna get another burger while you say that, you know?
It's
So
like I'll just continue feeding myself.
So I got just another burger, and then I got a small regular fries, and I put the fries in like the leftover honey. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, bro. You know?
I think that's about 35, 38. You're looking at like 4,000 calories in a day, dude. Plus or minus.
38, 45.
But I'm just thinking the fries, the burger, the sushi, the oysters probably not too much.
Another burger.
The beer. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I had a Sapporo at the sushi place.
Well, not too many calories in Sapporo.
No.
Katsu? Chicken katsu?
Yeah. It was a happy hour though. It was like a small fillet.
Sure. Yeah.
Dude, fire.
I wish I could still eat katsu.
I know.
All right, then.
Okay, so this gentleman here is
Celiac.
my favorite celiac friend because
Hey.
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Yeah, man. I'd rather have
And tree nuts for that matter.
Gluten-free all day. If I
It's
couldn't
better for
have
you.
fucking nuts.
Who gives a shit?
Like, god damn, dude.
I guess.
Like, we've had so many funny stories with him having like allergic reactions
Yeah.
when we lived together.
it's so
Did
bad.
you have to take him to the hospital one
Yeah.
time?
Well,
Yeah.
I did because I was like, no, I'm not.
He didn't.
Because like, can we have out of here?
His cousin took me to the
Yeah.
hospital, and then
for a 12-hour delayed reaction.
oh my
off
goodness,
Top
that was
Ramen.
so bad.
What?
Yeah, it was Top Ramen. It was so bad.
What the fuck kind of
So
top
I had
ramen were you
I had
eating?
Top Ramen because Top Ramen always has the thing at the bottom. It says made in a facility that it may contain peanuts or something like that.
So it always has that, but you just ignored it this
yes,
time?
absolutely, it's cheap. It's dirt cheap.
Oh, Henry is like he was like 2 steps away from being fucking homeless.
Yeah, because I didn't buy anything.
Like when
I just didn't want to spend any
yeah.
when
money.
we moved in together, he looked like a squatter in like an abandoned house.
Had the scruff and shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that.
But,
his
like,
little
my
chunky
scruff
just, like,
wasn't-
pizza.
I was developing this
Pizza belly?
scruff.
Oh, dude, it was so
Oh, yeah,
bad.
I
wish
was
I saw that
bad.
picture.
You were fat?
Okay,
Oh my
so-
god.
And then he just had a mat and he had his comic books.
It was after.
Like he
was
looked
after-
like a squatter. Full
It was
of, like,
after I broke my jaw. I stopped playing rugby, and I was eating pizza because it was cheap, and I was literally just studying and eating pizza all the time.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It was bad. So I had to get my act in order.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had that one.
Hence all this shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is that? Planks 3 by... How do you plank 3 by 30?
30
Seconds?
seconds.
30 seconds? That ain't shit, bro.
My core is weak,
You
fam.
fucking suck. Push-ups 3 by 5?
Only 5 push-ups?
Try 3 by 50, son. Get on my level.
Everybody has to start at their own level, pal.
I'm saying.
Okay. And deadlifts. What are we deadlifting? What?
His shoes?
No, these 25s here.
Okay, 25s?
Yeah.
50?
Straight leg? What are we, Romanian?
50 of them?
No, I mean, together, that's 50 pounds.
Yeah, 50.
Better be 50 pounds, bro. I mean, I have 30s, but
I mean,
whatever.
if you're really using dumbbells, you should be doing at least 25.
Yeah.
Like 5 with 25s is nothing.
Are you trying to warm up in the morning and go to work?
Pretty much.
So why not just go hard every once in a while?
Nah, I don't need it.
I tried to go to the gym, and I lost them after 2 days.
Yeah, I had to quit my gym membership. I don't like going to the gym. I'd rather work out on my own and do something
So
else.
what's your max push-ups right now? If we had a push-up contest, say there's $10 on the line.
I could probably do 50.
Okay.
55.
I mean, I very much like to see that.
Yeah, I could probably do 50.
So we could do it for the...
I'm not.
do it for the podcast, bro?
Nah.
I already got 200 in today.
Oh, man.
Today.
Just saying, dude.
Well, y'all can stay doing that.
I thought you were totally on the One Punch Man workout plan.
Yeah, until I stopped watching
100
anime.
push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
You stop watching anime?
Well, it's not that I stopped watching anime. It's just like streaming got too expensive, man.
You just gave up on life or what?
Nah, because anime was like $20 a month, and I could get Netflix at the time for like half.
Netflix had...
AnimeDub.com? Come on.
Then I can't watch it on my TV.
Yes, you can.
You
Do
plug
you not have
it
an
in.
HDMI cord?
Not for this laptop, no.
Bro, you're sorry, man.
I got one plug.
Wait, did you get a new laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Man, they just don't want you to win. They like get an Apple TV and you can stream it.
Yeah,
That's what they want.
I'm not doing that. Of course it is. But I have my old laptop. The battery stopped charging, so it had to stay plugged in all the time. It defeated the purpose of being a laptop.
It's true.
But yeah. Anyway,
So,
Apple products, bro.
moral of the story is we need you to work out harder than
A quick warm up before I go to work at 6 in the morning.
I mean, like, okay, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna do 1, 2, oh, it's getting close to 3, oh, 4.
It's 4:30 in the morning, and I want a quick thing to do
I mean,
before I get out of here.
you could easily crank out at least 15 push-ups in a set.
Yeah.
I'm going to work. I have to lift boxes.
If you're doing this, you need to be doing it consistently throughout the whole day to gain something.
I do not have that time.
On your break?
At work?
Fuck yeah.
I'm lifting boxes all the time. I got stuff to move.
I once got in trouble for working out in a basement when I was working construction. They're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just picking up some water." Like, because it was hot.
If I were
I had
you,
shit to do.
I would have just opened up about it. It was just like, look, I was working out because this is boring. I ain't got nothing else to do.
No.
I mean, your workout plan's sad, but in high school, I saw a kid cry because he couldn't do a push-up. Like he was
That
trying,
sucks.
his back was all arched like a cat.
Well, you also had like some weird kids at your high school.
Yeah, but like
if your high school wasn't like an athletic kind of high school.
No, we were like a nerdy like Asian school. Like
I'm not gonna touch that, but
I don't touch it all fucking day. I lived it. Like our school was like super like more like dedicated to academics and fucking dance.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I had to do this, bro. I had to do this to you. Do you remember the time we're in stats class and you misspelled something on the board?
Yeah, all the time.
Journey?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Where's the U, bro?
Of course.
JORNEYS?
Yes.
No regrets.
Journey.
I use spell check. Come at me.
Bro, I am. We are. This whole shit's fucked up.
Yeah, this is my private abode.
Always do the right thing. Okay, that works.
Yes.
Charismatic.
Upstanding.
Upstanding gentleman.
Do your best.
Turkish getup. Show me the Turkish getup real quick.
Oh my god, I'm not doing this.
Do
I
it.
can't talk shit to you about spelling because I like.
I can't spell. I'll own up to it. I type things that is spell check. I can reuse spell check. Google corrects
But you
me.
can spell
My phone
Spanish,
corrects
right?
me. Yeah, that's because I'm practicing. I gotta I've been practicing my Spanish. This annoys the hell out of him.
100%.
It does, man. Dude.
I'll start singing like Bad Bunny lyrics and he'll just be like, "Do you even know what
Did
you're
he
saying?"
just play the forum?
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
Yeah, it's dope. I love seeing him do well. I got to see him when I went up to San Jose in April. It was really great.
I got nothing on it.
I ran into Carlos there.
I know. He's super involved. That's all he listens to now. All that style music.
No, that's all he's ever listened to.
No, he had to listen to other shit.
No. He literally only listened to reggaeton. It's just, you never asked him about music.
Yo, you have the Watchmen book?
The Watchmen book? Yeah, you want to read
it?
It's
an HBO series now.
It's a spin-off on the HBO. This book is special.
It's super good show.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is, but the book is special.
Is that more to like the movie or like?
No, so
this is its own thing because you can't.
I've been watching the Watchmen show.
You can't consume Watchmen properly without reading the book.
Okay, so like I'll explain.
But you can.
No.
So like so
you have to read the book.
With the book, great fucking book.
I have a PDF if you want it.
The movie's basically the same as the book. Give me a sec. To the average person, yeah, it's basically the same thing.
So much to say.
Like, I mean, if you watch the comic and watch the movie,
ending of the movie means something totally different than that.
Well, yeah, no shit. It's they have to do some like creative differences, but the show is basically a spin-off of the book. So it's not a spin-off of the movie and those characters. It's what happens here. So with that, it's basically now everything's 1999. Or I'm sorry, 2019.
Oh, 2019 now.
So like all these like there's like I think 6 or 7 episodes, maybe, and like it's all gonna connect all together. But it's basically at the end of this book, there's like an interdimensional like squid thing that happens, and that directly correlates to what the show's about.
Oh, once that
at this point, I'm showing him pictures of pirates, so I don't know if the interdimensional squid is gonna make sense yet.
Yeah. No, it's a great fucking book.
It's amazing, man, and it really has a lot to say about the Cold War and how Alan Moore felt about the world politics at that point in time.
Or you don't go as deep as Henry, you just enjoy the comic book for what it is,
which is still great.
Comic, and then
it has a lot to say about like the old guard of superheroes, the original people that were really protecting the world back in like the.
You mean the Vanguard?
He doesn't. Yeah, you just go sit down. You understand.
Vanguard, please explain.
Destiny. It's a video game.
Yeah, I don't know about video games.
You're like the most nerdy, non-nerdy person. Like, dog. It's so bad.
I wasn't interested in video games.
We make fucking like references to shit. He'd be like, "Who's Master Chief?" Like, full. I'll throw paint in your face right now.
Didn't play the game.
You're terrible, man.
Like, he barely knew what Mario Kart was.
I played Mario Kart. I wasn't good at it, but I played it.
Oh my god.
And I didn't play a lot of sports games. I never got into.
Like, how did you not get beat up as a kid?
I played football.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like, oh, wait, you play video games? Oh, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
everybody.
I had other things to do. Plus,
men in their late 30s.
I went
still
camping.
Play video games.
I went camping a lot. I spent time in nature, but a lot of the Boy Scouts played, a lot of Boy Scouts played.
I don't know. What do Boy Scouts play?
They played a lot of video games. No, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, what else did I do that didn't play? I didn't play video games.
They played the flute.
I was in band in middle school.
Dude. You're so stupid. Oh my god, your social cues are terrible.
No, I think I'm just dodging where I think you're trying to go with what I'm saying. So
yeah. You guys play a lot of cornhole?
No, that's for frat boys.
Dude, I'm so good at Snapper.
I don't even know what that is.
Beard Eye?
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing the fusion dance from DBZ.
Nah.
I have those books somewhere too. I just don't remember where I keep them.
Yeah, so
I
was Super Saiyan Goku for Halloween.
Oh, sick. Nice.
Yeah.
I have a Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Z Ki for Jiu-Jitsu.
No way.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
That's tight. I made these 2 little kids fucking Halloween because like we're passing out candy and they look at me like, Goku! I'm like, what it do? I'm pretty far gone, bro.
Yeah, for sure. It's Halloween.
And I'm like, yo, what's that shit? I mean, what's that stuff called? When he's not Super Saiyan, it's not the next level, but it's like the next level after that. And it's like, it's when he can like predict the opponent's moves and stuff. And they're like, oh, you talking about Ultimate Instinct? I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And they're just looking at me like I was a god. But
That's amazing.
It was cool, bro. It was cool.
Super Saiyan God Goku.
Yeah. I remember you and Aita were watching every single episode, and you guys gave up and you just started watching the subtitles.
Dog, no, like what happened here when it started, I got tired of like having to wait for the new season to come out. So I just started watching it in Japanese and like caught up. And then I got so fucking deeply involved in like watching what was happening that like I didn't even care that they were talking in Japanese. Like I'm reading, like I got so fast at reading it and like watching it at the same time. Where like I didn't have to read and then look. Like I fucking read, boom, boom, and like watch everything that was going down. And then like to a certain point, I feel like I almost knew Japanese for a second. So like because I started hearing those same words, I'm like, God, dude,
that's amazing.
For like
I know people that learn Japanese by watching Japanese television, or they were inspired by watching anime. I know people that have done that.
Yeah.
Because I have, Manny. Manny's the other guy that drove me to the hospital when I.
Right, for sure.
That was so stupid.
You owe people drinks, bro.
Who?
You owe people drinks.
You owe people?
You owe people favors.
Oh, absolutely. And I think I've done my best to do that, but shoot. Like his cousin has helped me a lot. And then Manny and all kinds of people. Anyway, I know a lot of people that have learned Japanese, and that's kind of how I'm learning Spanish too. Yeah. Like I'll literally go on YouTube and start watching YouTube videos in Spanish. Like that podcast I showed you in Spanish.
That's cool.
It's completely in Spanish. It was great.
You know, I picture you memorize the lines in like Dragon Ball Z or something, like fight scenes.
And you use them in real life?
No. And like, say you go to Japan and you're at a bar and like you're fucking just drinking at the bar, but then you hear like one catchphrase and you're like, there's a fight about to happen. You know?
It's almost like a Sixth Sense, and I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I've heard that before. I know exactly what's about to happen.
I know what's about to go down. He's charging up. Shit. It sounds like he's doing ninja signs. Just pointing hand signs.
Oh, man.
He's jumped into fucking New Rocky.
That reminds me of like Stylebender.
That guy is such a fucking like good fighter. He's like the biggest fucking.
I didn't know he was 30.
Nerdy fucking dude.
He was like 29 or something like that.
Yeah, no, he's like 29, 30.
Yeah. That means he's been doing it for a very long time.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright. We're only at 40 minutes. You wanna keep going?
Yeah.
I've yawned 3 times, bro.
Yeah, it's a little late. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot. What have you been watching lately? Because we've been talking about all these streaming sites.
I've been watching like old movies on Amazon Prime, like Hang 'Em High, which is Clint Eastwood's first Western.
Mm-hmm.
It starts out like he's in like just the Midwest, and like he gets ran up on by this like posse of like 10 people or like 7 guys, and they like surround him, and he's like, what's your name? He's like, da, da, da. And he's like, did you buy cattle from John Lange or whatever his name is, you know? And he's like, I bought cattle from John Lange. Here's my receipt, you know, or proof of payment or whatever they call it in like the terms.
Yeah.
And they're like, John Lange's dead. Someone shot him dead. And he's like, what? Like, I bought him from, I bought him from this guy. And he's like, what's his description? He's like, like mid-30s, tall guy, black hair, has like a scar under his eye, da-da-da. He's like, John Lange's 60 and fat, you know? So it's like there's something like some misunderstanding, you know? Yeah. So they fucking lasso his ass, hang him from a tree to die, because like they're like, that's the punishment for killing someone, because they thought he killed him. And he's hanging from the tree, and then the sheriff like rides and saves his life, cuts him down, and he comes back to life and like goes to jail. And then like the judge lets him go because they found out that the person that he bought the cattle from actually killed John Lange, or that's not his name, but say John.
The guy,
and impersonated him and sold him just to get the money from Clint Eastwood. And so like he got let out of jail, and then he got dubbed marshal of the county, and then goes on like a manhunt for these 7 men who wrongly hung him.
Wow. And
it's pretty fucking dope, bro.
What year did this movie come out?
Hang 'em High Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh my goodness.
70?
70?
No, like 60 something.
It sounds like because it's a western still.
I would say like 60 fucking 9 or 62.
I'm not super familiar with movies from the 60s.
68.
60. Oh, it's close.
Nice,
68.
nice.
So it's right around the time when budgets for films were getting a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And I can imagine Clint
It's
Eastwood
kind
would
of the
probably
end of
sell.
like cowboy movies, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But
right,
like that, it was the end of really kind of cowboy movies, but it was the beginning of spaghetti western.
Mhm.
yeah, which is what he
Those
Yeah,
adventure
yeah.
That's
movies
what
in
he
the
started,
70s.
because it was cheaper for him to produce them in Italy than it was to produce things in the U.S.
Yeah.
Plus, the kind of cowboy movies were super fucking cheesy.
Mm.
Dude,
And like John Wayne, like bullshit movies, where he was making these
can't
more like
I can't watch those, man.
badass,
Really?
like cowboy, like the gunslinger, the lonely stranger.
Yeah.
Like he was making
One-liners, like just his look when he looks at someone, it's like, dude, he's badass, you know?
Yeah. That's interesting. What about like? What about Italy made those movies like so possible to produce? Was it just like they're
It's
in?
cheap, bro. Like cheap labor, cheap. Like you could shoot on location. Like that's why originally. I mean, if you want to connect it kind of out of the blue, but like we were talking about Swamp Thing. And, like originally they shot it in like South Carolina or wherever.
Okay, so it's
And
just
like originally they were like, hey, we're gonna give you X amount of money to like shoot it here, and then they went back on their deal and said, oh no, we never said we were gonna give you this much money. So they cut it from like 13 to 10 episodes.
is
but
that
like-
the? Oh wow, I didn't know that.
That's why you'll like see certain movies shot in or shows shot in like Toronto or like Atlanta, because a state will basically give you a tax refund
tax rate in order to go there.
to like give them revenue.
Yeah, I remember there was
So it's
a
kind of the same thing going over to Italy.
there was a strike. I want to say, do we just keep on talking about Disney, don't we? But I think there's a bunch of people for Disney that did a strike in Atlanta or in Georgia specifically to film there because of the abortion bill that happened a couple of months back.
Dude, you notice how like we like stop talking about shit like that?
Yeah, I
Like
know.
you don't talk about that. You don't talk about
I'm
the
just
homie who got shot, fucking noosed in prison. The white dude.
Yeah.
That guy, yeah, that guy.
Um,
Oh, did you hear about what happened to the
Epstein.
prince?
Epstein, yeah.
Did you hear about what happened to the prince?
What prince?
The prince in England?
Nah.
Okay, so apparently he was like best buds with Jeffrey.
Which prince?
I forgot. I don't
Like the
know.
dad or like the kids?
No,
Because it wouldn't make sense if the kids were friends with him.
it
the
was
old guy.
yeah, it was the older prince.
Yes.
The
one that married the hottie?
no, his
So like his dad.
I think his brother.
The younger guy.
No, because
Redhead.
he's
Bro,
no,
there's
no,
only
no.
two fucking people.
I'm trying to. I don't know. There's a bunch of them.
There's only three princes. It's the fucking dad, who's old as shit.
Nah.
They married the American lady that died. Then you had then
what's her
Harry.
name?
Harry fucking married the hottie, like Middleton or some shit. And then you had the redheaded guy who was in the Air Force or the military,
No, there's
and
another
he married
dude.
some like American hottie too.
Yeah, like the owns bald guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it here in just a second.
But yeah,
Prince Andrew.
who the fuck is Prince Andrew?
He had an interview with
The
the
old guy.
BBC. Prince Andrew.
No, I don't know that guy.
That's a different prince.
Fuck that
He
guy.
was best friends with Epstein.
I
He
don't know.
stayed at his
Fucking
house
child fucker.
before he went to bed. Before he went to jail,
I don't know.
like
Just
to
saying,
meet with him to talk.
like that whole thing goes down and like no one really talks about it anymore, or like you. That's the way like today's like society of like news. It's like super big and then some shit happens and no one talks
It's
about
called
it.
like the blowover. It's gonna just blow over.
Yeah, like how crazy like. Like there should be like
Twitter
internally,
goes in
you know,
waves.
yeah,
Same thing.
investigated guy. He had like noose fucking marks around his neck. Okay, yeah, no, he
I
killed
thought like the
himself.
prison guards got like indicted on something for
Yeah, they just
falsifying records.
they just got in trouble for falsifying.
Because like his brother did like a real autopsy, and then there was like shit that came back.
We're not gonna find anything out for another like 10 years. I
They're
don't
like,
think.
Never
what shit did
found
that
anything.
guy have?
If we
that he
do,
was like,
it's gonna take a while.
I don't know, man. I really like don't really give a shit, honestly.
It's
if you were a
so.
scumbag, man.
I'm
you
out.
deserve to
It's
get
outside of
shit.
my realm of control because it's.
You know who died in prison? It was pretty like admirable, even though it's gonna seem like a different opinion or like what's it called?
counter
No, yeah, just people aren't
devil's
gonna,
advocate.
Yeah, no, people aren't gonna like what I had to say.
For
but,
sure.
Aaron Hernandez, like
Oh,
when he killed himself, he
Yeah, that's
technically he died an innocent man
Yeah.
because he didn't burn out all of his appeals.
Yeah.
So if you don't use all your appeals, then technically there's a shot you're still innocent, or there's there's still like reasonable doubt.
He could have.
So therefore,
appealed. Yeah.
Therefore, his wife and his fiance and kid got the NFL benefits,
Pensions. Yeah.
the pension, because he took his own life. Like I'm not saying like kill a bunch of people like a gangster, but he did.
All right. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Battery just died.
Well, that was a good note. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Huh. Didn't know that.
Yeah. So he like did the right thing in the end to like save his family.
Yeah.
But like he's still a piece of shit, you know.
Mm.
Like that guy's story is fucking rough.
Insane. It's one of my favorites, honestly.
Like, the reason why, like, this is why you kind of was like, yeah, kind of gay, have to hide it, and like, cellmate and boyfriend
There's a podcast that my coworker put me onto about his whole situation in New England. I think it's done by the Boston Tribune.
No way.
Yeah.
It wasn't done by Barstool?
No, it was done by the newspaper in Boston.
Over some pizza. Jesus, man.
Sam Boston. I can't do a good Boston accent. Anyway, but that is an interesting thing to end it off on.
It's fucking wicked sick, bro.
Wicked sick, bro.
It's wicked sick.
All right, we're gonna head out of here. Thank you for listening. Come back.